Hi guys, and welcome back to Rexy's Reviews. In this video we are going to be cracking open another one of our #Daily Dino deliveries. So why don't you join us and see what's in the box. So as this was such a big box, I've already taken the contents out. So we have 1, 2 and 3 bubble wrap bundles in this. So let's take a look at what is inside. Let's pop those two over out the way for now. And let's start unraveling. Lots of bubble wrap to play with. And our first one is, get that bubble wrap out the way. We have Spike from the Land Before Time. So this was one of my first experiences of dinosaur feature-length films and fully animated film back in 1988. There you go, back in the late 80s. So just goes to show you how old it was. So if you haven't checked out the film, that is a must. Be prepared for all your emotions to be toyed with and played with. It really is an emotional film, and I'm not scared to say that as a 37-year-old. So these guys, these were hand puppets released in 1988 from Pizza Hut, if memory serves me right. So these are rubber construction, obviously tiny little opening in the bottom, designed for a child's hand. I can barely get my fingers in there, but yeah, lovely guy. Spike was sort of the clumsy, hapless one of the group. So yeah, and there is Spike. Let's see what we've got next. You can supervise Spike. Lots more bubble wrap. Oh, and we have got Littlefoot. So Littlefoot was the main character. He was the gang leader, shall we say. Little Diplodocus, I think he was actually meant to be. Very poignant character. Lots of mixed emotions that he went through, from losing his mother to getting lost and making a whole host of friends who then formed the main characters going through the film. The films actually then continued on from the mid-late 80s all the way through to the late 90s, I believe it was. And I think there ended up being about 14 films in total. I'll be honest, I think once it got to about 7 or 8, I was at that age where I lost interest and moved on to other things. So the very later ones, I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen as of yet, but I'm going to try and hunt them down on DVD or whatever to be able to watch them. So yeah, let's have a look. 1988, US, UCS and Amblin, made in China. Again, another hand puppet from Pizza Hut. There were 6 puppets altogether in this series, in this promotion. There we are. So that's Littlefoot. Let's pop him up the top and he can supervise as well. And then our last bundle, last but not least, let's unwrap and unravel this one. We have got the Land Before Time video collection box set. 3 magical films, Universal. So this is obviously the original 3 of them. Let's slide these out. So these are the characters. We've got Littlefoot, Spike, Ducky, Sarah, and Petrie. They're the main characters, who are joined by a whole host of other characters throughout the films. We've got the original Land Before Time, got the Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure, and then we've got the Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving. Like I say, these did go on. The series did keep growing and growing and growing. And like I say, I think it was ended up with being about 14 films altogether. So here we are. Let's start with the first one. So Lucas and Spielberg presentation. So this was kind of one of Steven Spielberg's first dipping his toes into dinosaurs. And then we've got the infamous sharp tooth on the cover there. I mean, to me, that cover art, that image in itself just brings back so many memories. It was just so beautifully animated. And we've got a couple of images on the back and a bit of blurb. So you've got the characters there. And then you've got Littlefoot with a tree star, also known as a leaf. And then you've got an advertisement on the back of a couple of other films. You've got E.T., An American Tail, and An American Tail 5 Goes West. Running time for 66 minutes. Digitally sourced hi-fi stereo. Dolby Surround. Woo! Height of sophistication, 1988. Universal City Studios and U-Drive Productions. There we go. Join Littlefoot and his friends on the world's first great adventure. The Land Before Time is an enriched animated adventure that will charm the whole family. This magical journey begins long ago when dinosaurs roamed a land threatened by earthquakes and volcanoes. A young brontosaurus named Littlefoot, finding himself all alone, sets off in search of the legendary Great Valley, a land of lush vegetation where dinosaurs can thrive and live in peace. Along the way, he meets 4 other youngsters, each one a member of a different dinosaur family. During their journey, they encounter incredible adventures and obstacles and learn unforgettable lessons about life and what it means to stick together. Presented by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg and directed by Don Bluth. The Land Before Time is a classic tale of hope, survival, and love. And like I say, it plays on all the emotions and pulls on every single heartstring you've got. And then let's have a look what we've got next. So then we've got The Land Before Time, The Great Valley Adventure. There we are. So we got a new character coming in. This is Chomper. And then we've got a couple of other characters being thrown in. We've got a sharp tooth again. And then can't remember off the top of my head what these two are. Ornitholices, something like that. I'm sure somebody will be able to pop in the comments and tell me exactly what they were. So we've got on the back 1994 this time, so it's quite a big gap between the first and the second films. So let's have a look. Everybody's favourite prehistoric pals are back. Join Littlefoot, Sarah, Spike, Ducky and Petrie in this delightful all-new feature-length movie. It's an exciting treat filled with original songs, brilliant animation and the beloved dinosaurs from the family classic The Land Before Time. The enchanting tale continues in a beautiful, peaceful Great Valley where Littlefoot and his plant-eating friends live and play under the watchful eyes of their parents. But when mischievous Sarah coaxes the group into the forbidden, mysterious beyond, they soon find themselves in big trouble. The excitement begins when they encounter two egg-snatching Struthiomimuses, and there you go, we know what they are, named Ozzy and Strut, a thundering landslide, a pair of ferocious sharp teeth, and most amazing of all, a mysterious egg that's just about to hatch. In the course of their surprising adventure, Littlefoot and company learn just how hard it is to be a grown-up and how nice it is to be a kid. In this captivating story of hope, love and trust. So, spoiler, that's what comes in the egg. There we are. So that is Land Before Time 2, the Great Valley Adventure. Put them there. And then, thirdly, we have The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving. It's amazing how they never actually grow up. It's a little bit like The Simpsons. Yeah, so let's see. Join your favourite prehistoric pals, Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, Spike and Petrie, plus 3 mischievous new dinosaurs for another exciting adventure in The Land Before Time. This heartwarming tale features dazzling animation, sparkling new songs written by Amanda McBroom of The Rose and Michelle Borman, and a memorable message about cooperation and team spirit. A huge meteorite has plunged into the Great Valley, cutting off the water supply and causing tension amongst the once peaceful dinosaurs. Eager to help, Littlefoot and his friends search for more water and find a large pool trapped between the Great Valley and the mysterious beyond, home of the dreaded sharp teeth. The adventure unfolds as the youngsters tangle with neighbourhood dinosaur bullies, dodge a fierce fire and encounter angry velociraptors. Even though danger seems close at hand, Littlefoot learns, together with family and friends, that when you work together, you can move mountains. This colourful, song-filled story will charm children and grown-ups alike with its hopeful, upbeat theme of sharing and caring, set against the lush backdrop of a fantastic primeval world. There you go. We've got a couple of images of the famous 5 there. And then, of course, the local bullies. And then we've got Littlefoot and his grandparents, 2 just for good measures. So this one was 95, so not so much of a gap between the second and third ones this time. I think the studio realised that they were going to be able to make money out of this franchise and they were going to start churning them out. So there we are. That is the original VHSs of those 3. If only you had smell-o-vision. This is nostalgia right there. To be a child again. There we are. Children don't know how good they've got at being able to just click a button and instantly skip back to the beginning of a film without having to wait 5 minutes for it to rewind and hearing that noise of as it quickly zooms up to get back to the beginning so you can start watching it again. There we are. So guys, there we are. The Land Before Time. So from Littlefoot, Spike and myself, I hope you then enjoyed watching. If you have, give us a like and a subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear your comments and your memories if this is a film that you are familiar with. And if it's not, go and check it out. You will not regret it. So, yeah, drop a comment and let me know what you think. So, once again, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. And from us three, stay awesome.